Hello, my name is Jola Praise Ademola. I am a multidisciplinary artist. I love to paint and dabble with poetry, storytelling, and these are the poems I love. The first one is by Vershima Agema, and it's called Transition. It's a poem from his collection, Memory and the Call of Waters. And it reads, "The earth's hunger is eternal. Its stomach swells with our loved ones. In farewell, we make concrete beds and mound pillows. Scribbles show senseless summaries of names and dates while bodies rot within. These graves are an encyclopedia, pages of our mostly forgotten past." Then the second poem is by Tope Ogundare, and it's from a collection that I personally illustrated, and it's called They Asked Me How She Is. They asked me how she is, and I answered, "She's asleep. She didn't say goodbye. She said goodnight. It is still night, and when the dawn comes, she will come back and say good morning. She didn't say goodbye, you see. They asked me how my mother is, and I answered, she's asleep. Forever. But forever isn't such a long time. She'll wake up soon, you'll see, because she isn't gone." These two poems speak to me because I know what it's like to be grieving for someone that you really love. And then particularly, Tope Ogundare's They Asked Me How She Is spoke to me about the dreams and fantasy or fanciful ideas I usually have about my dad coming back, rising from the dead, sort of. I used to have dreams that he was kidnapped by Asians, and then he got out of some lab where they're testing some new medicine on him just so I could see him again. So the whole idea about transition felt like I'll see him again. It's not really farewell. So the third poem is one I wrote during the aftermath of the Maiduguri flood where I presently stay, and I came across a scene while I went to the camp where the victims were sheltered, the flood victims were sheltered, and I saw a father with his two daughters guiding them through the long line of people struggling to get hot meals. And that picture, I cannot forget it. So I wrote this piece. It's titled Guardian in Crisis, and it reads, "Breathing endless need, a guiding hand, a steadfast deed. Through queues that crawl for hours, you stand by me in bread and water. My heart swells, my soul revives, thankful for your loving survive. Where many children roam alone and blue, their homes, their families lost to the pestes. I cherish you, a living breath, a parent's love, a guardian's depth. Your hand reassures, a beacon light. In the dark and troubled nights, I see your sacrifice suckling the last nutrients out of your frail body. God, please, if it's not too much to ask, let my hand be in thine for this time, at least." It feels like I'm very connected to grief in some way. Well, I know what it's like to hold onto your only surviving parent, and then sometimes you get scared of what if this too goes away, she too goes away, and all of that. But we trust in God who keeps. He's actually our guardian in crisis. So these three poems that I have read are the poems I love. Thank you.